It's time for more Wrestle Trivia with Kevin J. Callis. Yeah. It's been a while. It's glad to be back. It's
Welcome
good to be
into
back.
another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. My name is Kevin J. Callis,
Yeah.
and I only have one question for you.
Who has enough ruthless aggression to reach for the stars as you never have before?
Ruthless
We're
aggression.
traveling back in time to the years 2002 through 2008, the ruthless aggression era of WWE. So let's go to the board
6,
now and
7, and
find
8
out
is
the
not going to be good
categories
for
you'll
me.
be quizzed on, starting with
All right.
Ruthless Aggression Era Iconic Moments,
All right.
followed by Evolution is
There's
a
a
Mystery,
mystery.
then Ruthless Aggression Era Forgotten Wrestlers,
Okay.
The Invasion, and last but certainly not least, Ruthless Aggression Era by the
Sure,
numbers.
Royal Rumble by
And
the
if you're new
numbers.
to our little game, well, welcome
Sponsored by
in.
Snickers.
I appreciate you stopping by. Here are the rules that will help you along the way. And if you want to cheat and be the dirtiest player in the game, well then, you're going to have to live with the consequences, and that'll be on your conscience, not mine.
That's right, I said it!
So let's jump right in and kick things off with Ruthless Aggression Era Iconic Moments. John Cena made his WWE television debut in 2002 when he answered this wrestler's open challenge.
Who is Kurt Angle?
He's your Olympic champion as well as mine. The correct answer, who is Kurt Angle?
Who in the hell are you? I'm John Cena.
Moving on
prototype.
to Evolution is a Mystery for 2.
All right.
Evolution has often been referred to as a modern iteration of Ric Flair's famous former NWA WCW stable.
Who are the four horsemen?
As my good buddy Pumpkin always says, diamonds are forever, and so are the four horsemen. On to Forgotten Wrestlers for 200. Name this Ruthless Aggression Era star.
Oh, why does Vladimir Kozlov come to my name? It's not Kozlov. It's not it wasn't my fault guy. It's not Nathan Jones. Why am I naming everybody but this guy? Heidenreich. Who is Heidenreich?
A one-time WWE Tag Team Champion alongside Animal of the Road
Does he
Warriors who
have
never
the thing
wanted
with
to be
Michael
caught
Cole?
in a closet with this dude. The answer, who is Heidenreich?
I'm gonna share something with you that I've been wanting to since the moment I laid eyes on you.
Which brings us to the Invasion for 200. At the inaugural Invasion pay-per-view,
Okay.
the main event pitted Team Alliance versus Team WWF, who consisted of Chris Jericho, Kane, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, and this wrestler.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. And on the other side, it was the Dudleys, Booker T, Rhino, and DDP.
Now, he would later go on to turn his back on the WWF and
Yeah, the
join
same
the
match.
Alliance, and then turn his back on the Alliance and go back to the WWF. I'm talking about the one and only Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And you, Chris Jericho, Kane,
Okay.
Undertaker,
Undertaker.
and the rest are just too damn great.
And closing out the 200-point round with
I don't care what you say. He was a good, funny heel.
Ruthless Aggression Era by the numbers. The Undertaker returned as the Dead Man at this WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 20 versus Kane.
And the correct answer we're looking for, what is WrestleMania 20? All right, hopefully you went 5
Versus
for 5
Kane.
and got yourself a sweet 1,000 points. Now things get a little bit more difficult as we head into the 400-point round, starting off with Ruthless Aggression Era Iconic Moments.
Okay.
On the June 23rd, 2003 episode of Raw, Kane removed his mask and turned on this wrestler by chokeslamming him.
Who's Rob Van Dam?
And the
Great
answer,
tag team.
RVD, Rob Van
I mean,
Dam.
X-Pac and Kane, RVD and Kane.
Oh my God!
And then the very
Moving on
powerful
to
Pyro.
Evolution is a Mystery for 4. What former WCW champion was the first wrestler Evolution attacked together as a group?
Goldberg. Who was Goldberg?
Unfortunately, none of his freaks came to help him out as he was getting pummeled by Evolution. The correct answer we're looking for, who is Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner?
That's right. That's the night they were formed.
All right,
okay.
We're on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 400.
Okay, I missed one, so sue me. Goldberg and Steiner were there at the same time, and they got lambasted by Triple H every time. Sledgehammer to him off the spear in elimination chamber. Shut up, Brad.
Name this Ruthless Aggression era superstar.
Zach Gowen. Who was Zach Gowen?
And the answer is Zach Gowen.
No,
Next up, the Invasion for 400. The Invasion storyline concluded with a winner-takes-all match
Survivor
between
Series.
the Alliance and the WWF at this signature pay-per-view.
What is Survivor Series?
What used to be a Thanksgiving
Winner
tradition like
take
none other.
all.
The answer is the Survivor Series.
Let's see. The music theme song for that was Controlled by Paula Mudd.
And we're closing out the 400-point round with By the Numbers.
It's all up here. It's useless.
When Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to win his first WWE Championship, how many spears did it take to defeat John Cena?
What is 2?
All right, 10 down, 15 to go. If you're having a good time and you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click on the ringy-dingy notification ding-dong bell so that you always get all the notifications whenever we come out with a brand new episode, which is always every weekend, specifically on Saturdays. 2 iconic moments for 600. At ECW One Night Stand 2005, Paul Heyman said the only reason JBL was WWE Champion for a year was because Triple H didn't want to work on what day of the week?
What is Tuesday? We didn't want to work Tuesdays.
I always thought that this day of the week was boring and pointless, so...
Since you want to shoot, cowboy!
So I agree with Triple H. I mean, why would he really want to work on Tuesdays? Back to Evolution is a
Matt
mystery for
freaking
600.
Hardy.
This former WCW prodigy was originally chosen as the 4th member of Evolution before he was replaced by Batista.
Was it one of the Natural Born Thrillers? Oh, Sean O'Hare. Who is Sean O'Hare?
Apparently, when you pair up
It was
Ricky Orton
Jindrak.
and Mark Jindrak, they don't make a good combination. So the powers that be decided,
That's right.
we got to get rid of this Jindrak guy and let's bring in Batista. So there's your answer. And we're on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 6. Name this Ruthless Aggression era superstar. And the correct answer, the man, the myth, the legend, who is Manu? Back to the Invasion for 600. The Invasion got taken to the extreme when ECW entered the storyline under the leadership of this new owner.
Who is Stephanie McMahon?
One of the biggest complaints about the Invasion angle was how the McMahon family basically totally inserted themselves into this storyline.
All right, Mr. Callis, I'll give you that one. But it also was a very big detriment to that whole angle from beginning to end that they didn't have Hogan, Hall, Nash, Sting, Goldberg, all of them. And they portrayed Booker T and DDP in a very not so bright light to begin with. Those heavy hitters, they stayed at home, collected the paycheck, which I know you know this. But this is for you at home. I think that's the biggest thing. And you look at it, as soon as the Invasion angle was over, what happened? Ric Flair came in. Goldberg came in. The NWO came in. I mean, immediately after the Invasion was over with, they couldn't have waited a season. I mean, seriously. They bought WCW, 2001. That summer was the Invasion, started the Invasion angle with the inaugural Brawl Invasion pay-per-view. and then it ended a few months later in November at Survivor Series. Wait until next WrestleMania season or the Royal Rumble, because I think the NWO did come in at it was No Way Out. NWO. Jericho was the champ from back at Vengeance when he beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin the same damn night. Can you imagine that star-studded Royal Rumble going into WrestleMania with with the invasion angle at that point? You could literally have 15 and 15 split, or that could be your first 40-man Royal Rumble. You could have 10 from WCW, 10 from ECW, and 20 from WWE. It's literally timing. That's all it was.
The correct answer we're looking for, who is Stephanie McMahon?
I said all that just to make sure you knew I was right. It was Stephanie McMahon. This invasion just got taken
and closing
to.
out the 600-point round with By the Numbers at the 2004 Royal Rumble, Goldberg entered at number 30 and eliminated this many WWE superstars.
7. What is 7? 8? 7. What is 7?
I'm hoping you kind of did a process of elimination here, thinking, well, he came in at number 30, so there couldn't have been that many superstars left in the ring for him to eliminate. The answer we're looking for, what is 3?
Well, that's not true. This past Royal Rumble,
the Final Jeopardy now. Whatever. The 800-point round begins with ruthless aggression, iconic moments. What does Hulk Hogan ask The Rock for during their first ever on-camera meeting at 2002's No Way Out pay-per-view?
What is a photograph?
And the answer, he asked for a picture with The Rock for his son. Moving on to Evolution is a Mystery for 800. What is the name of Evolution's entrance theme song, which was sung by Motorhead?
Line in the Sand. What is Line in the Sand?
And the answer is Line in the Sand. Here we go. On to Forgotten Wrestlers for 800. Name this Ruthless Aggression superstar.
That's Nydia. When she won the first Tough Enough Winners along with Maven.
We're looking for, who is Nydia?
Maven, Charlottesville, Virginia guy. Shout out to him.
Brings us back to the Invasion for 800. The Invasion storyline lacked a majority of WCW's top stars because most were willing to sit home and get paid their guaranteed contracts by this parent company of WCW.
AOL Time Warner.
And the answer, what is AOL Time Warner?
You got
All right, let's close out the 800-point round by the numbers.
It's like I just said that.
When Brock Lesnar defeated Kurt Angle in a 60-minute Iron Man match on SmackDown in 2003.
What is 2-1?
And Brock Lesnar won that match 5-4.
Brock Lesnar is the new champion!
Okay.
All right, we've made it to the most difficult part of the round. I'm talking about the 1,000-point round. The steel cage begins to lower.
Well, here's my trivia question: what's the name of the song that's playing right now with the cage lowering? Stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'll let you know.
Ominous music starts to play. These are the 5 most
that ominous music.
Difficult questions, so you better get your thinking caps.
It's imminent danger.
On. Thinking about the Ruthless Aggression era, let's
so you
go
didn't have to wait.
An iconic moment for 1,000 when Eric Bischoff made his WWE debut. What former WCW wrestler's promo did Eazy-E interrupt backstage?
Who is Booker T?
And the correct answer, who was Booker T?
Yeah, tell me I didn't just see that.
Yeah. Final question. Evolution is a mystery for 1,000.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
In October 2018, Evolution reunited on what historic episode of SmackDown?
What is episode 100?
And for 1,000 points, the answer is the 1,000th episode of SmackDown.
You let me finish 100 times. Jesus.
All right, Forgotten Wrestlers for 1,000. Holy smokes. Is that a daily double? The first ever daily double of Wrestling Jeopardy coming at you. Now, of course, this is going to be a visual clue, so Think about how much you have right now and how much you want to wager on this daily double.
Bet it all, pal. Yeah.
All right, now you'll have 5 seconds to name this
Not with this button.
Ruthless Aggression era superstar.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why am I thinking B squared? That's Bull Buchanan, and he was with John Cena. But John Cena fought this guy. Didn't they do a stabbing angle? Oh. Say, damn it.
Definitely a tough one. He did Carlito's bidding at one point in time, stabbing John Cena. The correct answer, who is Jesus?
Jesus, come on. I was close. I'm keeping my points, but I'm not doubling them.
All right, closing out the invasion for 1,000.
That's not even how it works.
Storm was the first WCW wrestler to appear on WWF programming, but who was the second WCW wrestler to invade WWF TV?
Was it Mike Awesome in the 24/7 championship?
Funny about this. The correct answer, who is Hugh Morris? And let's finish off the board by the numbers for 1,000. How many feet tall is the Elimination Chamber structure?
Oh my God. I can hear Bischoff's promo now. 10 miles of steel. How many feet tall? So if you got a regular 6-footer in there, so that's 12. 24 foot?
I know, and some of you are going to comment below and say that this question is BS, but I like it. So the correct answer, what is 16?
36-foot diameter, exactly 2 miles of chain, 16 feet the roof to the floor.
All right, Final Jeopardy is upon us. Now, are you going to bet it all? Well, like I always say, go big or go home. Let's take a look at this week's Final Jeopardy clue.
Let's bet it all.
The Raw Roulette.
Oh.
Raw Roulette was an idea that was hatched
not the Raw Roulette that I know.
And over the years has given us some awesome matches, but also given us cross-dressing superstars. Now, I can't always say that Raw Roulette was a winning show, but it certainly was never boring. All right, so now's the time to make your wagers.
Whatever's left.
All right, time is up. Let's spin the wheel and make a deal. Let's take a look at the final question, which is, Raw Roulette was responsible for the first ever women's steel cage match, which was won by this wrestler thanks to interference by Matt Hardy. Good luck. Raw Roulette was responsible for the first ever women's steel cage match, which was won by this wrestler thanks to interference by Matt Hardy.
Excuse me.
Now, you might be thinking one thing, but it's actually the other. The contest was between Lita and Victoria, with Victoria coming out on top after some interference by Lita's vengeful ex-boyfriend, Matt Hardy. And that does it for another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. If you like what you saw, please give this video a massive thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on all notifications so you can always find out
I didn't do great
with a new episode.
But it was a great video, my friend.
And I'll
keep up the good work. And I'll see you next time on the next Wrestle Trivia, brother.